Today is December 16th, 2019, in London, Ontario. My name is Shane Groves. So I got told the other day at a free dinner, church dinner, about this Christmas hamper thing. I was not told, and I didn't bother asking, what information do you need to get this hamper? So it's on from the December 16th to December 20th. From 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. The Western Fairgrounds District, not the sports arena, but across the street in the same parking lot, that building there that has that big metal horse on the side of it. It's at 845 Florence Street, London, Ontario. And you can take the number 7 bus to get to the fair, to the building. Anyways, I met up with Bill and V, friends of mine that told me about it, and I ended up staying in line for close to a couple hours anyways, since 12 or so. And it's now 2:25. So I didn't know about the banking statement, 3 months of banking statement, or your pay stub from OW or ODSP, and then proof of mailing address, which is a piece of mail that you get from OW or ODSP, or a bill from like hydro or internet and cable. So it says here you need original ID for all household members, no copies, proof of London and area address, proof of income for every 18 years and over, OW or ODSP stub, or 3 month of bank statement for all adults in household. If you do not have all these documents, please talk to staff. So I talked to the lady and I said, well, what if somebody comes here and didn't know the requirements until they got inside the doors where the sign was, which was this sign right here that states that, and there's 2 other ones that had 2 different languages. There's 2 separate ones actually in the lineup inside the doors of the complex. So I talked to the lady, and I complained about the inconvenience of me not knowing or overhearing or didn't bother asking anybody what requirements I needed, because 8 years ago all you needed was the stub from OW or ODSP and your ID. And now I guess the change has changed over the years since I was here back in 2012, now 2019. And I guess they updated the requirements of what you needed for this Christmas hamper thing. So I ended up grabbing the sign that's in a metal pole platform thing and a sign, right? So I put it outside in the front area of the lineup. So those who get there, get close to the doorways, can read the sign, and if they didn't have the documentations that they needed, they could either drive in their car to get home. But if they lived in a certain area in London, Ontario, and they had to take several buses to get home, to get their documentation, to get back to the center, it would be too long. So you'd have to go back to the back of the lineup again, because to me it's kind of rude if I just come get my documentation, comes back, and then butt in line to the doors and have people complain. So that would be inconvenient. So I decided to come home and do a short video that they should have actually changed that policy to let us know. Oh, and another thing. Apparently the lady said that there's a small little piece of paper displaying and as a reminder of this Christmas hamper thing that was supposed to be delivered to me last month in my stub of OW or ODSP stub. There was supposed to be also a notice of this Christmas hamper thing that I was supposed to bring with me. I didn't get one because I didn't hear about it until yesterday, which was Sunday at the free dinner at the church through Bill and Denise. So yeah, so I also got a small little video of the lineup, which was a fair size lineup. And my number at the time that I arrived through the security guard that gave me the number was 811. So I was thinking that this event was for those who are under OW or ODSP and has a hard time buying things for their children, like toys or clothes or even food for that matter. So this center is apparently giving out a $20 or $25 gift card, some clothing, and some toys and stuff for your child, depending on the age group. But I'm seeing people there show up in Lexuses, Mercedes Benz, BMWs, Jaguar. Actually, there was only one Jaguar that pulled it. And there's people coming in taxis and also leaving in a taxi. So they have money. And I've seen, no offense to any different cultures or descents out there, but I've seen a higher variety of Muslims who are coming in these vehicles and bringing their children. And I've seen quite a few of them actually have a very nice diamond ring on their finger and expensive purses and so forth. Guys are like with their laptop bags, and now whether there's a laptop in the bag or not, but it's a laptop bag. Wearing some nice classy shoes. I can't really remember the name of the shoes or the leather jacket, but yeah, there's some pretty good clothing on these gentlemen and ladies are wearing their Muslim, clothing. So, and I'm thinking to myself, well, in my existence of being homelessness and over the years of studying it and being also a photographer, yes, there's I think about 9 of them that are faking that they're homeless and they're panhandling on the streets, which is only the female Muslims. One of them was actually caught using a child, like a really young child. So the public ended up calling police on her, and she ended up getting charged, and CAS was involved. Yes, what would you like, Tiggy? I'm doing a video. So, like, I'm not racist or anything, but don't you think that this should be used for people who actually are near the poverty line of living and being able to afford clothing or toys for their children or buying groceries or something that is for the child, like diapers and formula or so forth? But I'm seeing people there that's living pretty good, actually. I may look like I'm in a good condition, but I'm in a bachelor, as you can see behind me. Yes, I got a flat screen TV and stuff, but I buy them used from pawn shops. I got a mountain bike that you see over here. It's a Norco from brand spanking new at the bike shop is over $599, but I bought it for $200 at a pawn shop. So I'm not saying I'm up there. I look like I'm up there, but I'm actually buying used things. Now these people may be buying used cars. But if they can afford a used car that's a Lexus or a Mercedes Benz or a BMW, that's more than enough that you have enough money to live off of and be able to afford groceries, clothes, and maybe some toys. So I don't know the real history behind it, but what I'm not understanding is why are these people getting this information as documentation of source of income, proof of banking statement if you work, which means you make more than enough money a month to be able to buy your own stuff. Even if you got bills, you still got some money to play with there, and your ID. So I'm going to go back tomorrow, or even whenever, Thursday morning or Wednesday morning, whatever. And I'm going to do a little bit of documentary on my little GoPro, which is I better have it. Oh, there it is. So my little GoPro, and I'm going to be carrying it around with me, and even inside. I'm going to record some stuff on the inside. Yeah, and let's just see how things go. Because, in my opinion, because I'm the one that apparently is the only person in today's lineup that kind of knew that I needed proof of a mailing address and my banking statement or proof of stub from OW or ODSP. Apparently, I'm the only one, as she says, because everybody else that's been coming in actually has all their documentations ready. So I'm just bringing you awareness that it should be a little bit better organized, especially the signs put out there on the lineup, so that people who may not know to ask a question or people that are beside them talking about the information that you need, and they find out by the time they get inside and then do the paperwork and talking, they get a little paper stating that they can come back tomorrow with this information. But why are you needing all this information? I ask myself. Well, apparently I'm going to state this again. It's for their statistics number that they put on a website that's used, or them people who are using the sources for this event. So why are they allowed to get the documentation, who are mostly volunteers, random people from the public who are doing volunteer work? It's not the government people who are hired to do the information and be able to write down a privacy information about their address, their name, and household members. But yet, if I go in there and I try to ask information and do this and that, I'm not allowed anything. Again, why is it so private? I'm not taking pictures of their address and so forth, but why are they allowed to see their address and their name and even their phone number, whatever it may be? If it was so private, why can't they just have one of those counters that they use for maybe certain special events or clubs, so that they can keep a number of how many people are coming in and using the resources? Why are they using names and addresses? I don't know. Maybe it's statistics of different areas of the London area. I don't know. But it shouldn't matter. Just saying. So anyways, it's now 2:37 p.m. in the afternoon, December 16th, 2019. Here's my video. Enjoy.